Hello everyone, this is Javamonk, and welcome to the mod making series. So, last episode we made the staple gun, which is a legitimate survival thing that you can use to fire at the ground. It staples the ground, and this allows you to essentially place floating gravel until you remove the staple, at which point the gravel falls. So, yeah, last episode we had legitimate survival things and legitimate survival uses for things. So, today I want to balance that out a little and get a little explosive. You probably noticed when I added the hammers that one hammer was missing, and that's the explosive hammer. Well, now that has been adjusted, and what also needs to be adjusted is my third view picture of the explosive hammer. But nonetheless, here we go. Boom. Now that is an explosive hammer. Because here's the thing. This explosive hammer actually works like an actual hammer. And what I'm showing off right now is the fact that I figured out how to make it so the explosion happens like a block away from the person of the player in the direction that they're facing, which is pretty important. Yeah, there we go. So now we can actually use this as like to basically do a targeted launch of explosives. But it does work as an actual hammer, a bit like this. It's as powerful as the anvil hammer, I believe. But the difference is you can right-click to make it explode. So it's... Oh. That's weird. Oh. Why isn't it launching me? It does take 10 durability to launch, so yeah, there you go. It seems the explosion's not powerful enough to actually do anything. That's unfortunate. And also very easy to fix. Let's make it 10. So this is actually how I made the explosion happen in the direction of the player facing. So this rotation yaw, rotation pitch, this is just information about the player, which is already being inputted. And I also have the position of the player. So really all I needed to do was make the... Oh, you like my variable naming? Explosion and Y-plosion, Z-plosion for the X, Y, and Z of the actual explosion. So, yeah, I'm using math, trig, using the sine and cosine to turn the directions into basically a modifier to the actual position of the player. And now that I think about it, I should maybe have something like this, like extend, like how far to extend the actual explosion. So we can extend it out 2 blocks out, and now we can do this and just multiply it. That way the explosion happens a little farther away from the player. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I mean, I can't even set off I can hurt mobs. Like, I could hear some zombies being killed by explosions. And yet I can't destroy the land. I can't even set off explosive glass. I mean, explosions are working, right? Please tell me they work. Yeah, there we go. So explosions do work, just not for the explosive hammer, for some weird reason. I guess we learn something new every day. Turns out, in order for explosions to actually cause damage, you need to set a special flag to true. Essentially, you need to be able to create these particles. So previously it wasn't making the smoke particles. But now that it is, it can actually create the explosion. Weird, right? So, yeah, we can now use the explosive hammer to launch ourselves. Just a little. and even launch ourselves horizontally like this. So, yeah, this is a lot of fun. And we can even aim up and explode downwards. So, yeah, the explosive hammer is fun. So, yeah, that was faster than I expected. So what I was going to do next was make a new potion effect. Specifically one where you can make it like a splash potion. And I call it the hiccup potion. So like if you splashed on something, it makes it sound like it's hiccuping. I don't know, I thought it'd be funny. And also good preparation for what will hopefully soon be a radioactivity effect. Well, the issue is I haven't figured out how to do that. I mean, apparently you just need to add an extended player class. It's trivially easy. Oh, really? A lot of tutorials. Can you link me one? I hate it when this happens. Stack Overflow. Do not recommend. Also, yeah, the Minecraft forums actually tends to be a pretty good place to get information. Although I tried this method and I keep getting null pointer exceptions. So yeah, Minecraft really crashes as soon as anything starts. As soon as it starts. So yeah. Also, the Forge forums are rather inconsistent. It's like sometimes they have help for 1.8, sometimes they don't. Yeah. Basically, long story short, I haven't figured out how to do it. So instead, we're going to follow my little brother's suggestion and bring some holiday cheer. Yes, it's a little late, but I don't know. January is a long month. It's time to bring some holiday cheer. And the way we're going to do it is by adding Christmas lights. So my original idea with Christmas lights was you would have an item, say a lead or something like that. I haven't actually started decorating this yet. Or I haven't started doing anything yet, not even the decoration. Yeah, I have no idea how this is going to work. Essentially, you can have an item. The original idea I had, you have an item, you would like right-click on a block, and then right-click on another block, and it would look like an actual string of lights hanging between them. And if you powered one of the attachment blocks, then the Christmas lights would light up and maybe produce some light. Yeah, the thing is, the closest thing to that is a lead. And yeah, last I checked, leads don't Good. Was that? Ah. The thing is, first of all, leads don't produce light. Secondly, leads are leads. Why can't I place a lead on this fence? That's weird. Wait, is that not a thing in this update? Anyway, leads on a fence are horribly inconsistent, and why can't I? Okay, fine. Fishing rod. Fishing rods work, right? Okay. You see that little string between the fishing rod and the fishing bobber? The thing is, I was originally going to retexture this thing to look like it had a strand of Christmas lights. First of all, I haven't the foggiest clue how this is done. Second of all, that sounds complicated, and honestly, I don't think I'm skilled enough to pull that kind of thing off. So, we're not going to do that. Instead, my little brother suggested that we make Christmas lights work like glow lichen from the 1.17 update. Now, glow lichen is kind of cool because it's a light emitting block. Importantly, it works like vines, and vines are a thing in this update. So if we can just get vines to be able to be placed on, on the walls, floor, and ceiling, that would be fantastic. The only issue is, look at this. We can only have up to 16 different kind of modifiers to a single block, and this is why there's only 16 colors in Minecraft. So as you can see here, like the color there is like white, orange, magenta, light blue, whatever. And yeah, essentially there can only be 16 colors. That's why the powered lava lamp is different from the unpowered lava lamp. Because since there's only 16 colors, I can't keep track of both being powered and what color it is in the same block. So, yeah, there's a limitation of 16 different properties, and the vines are already taking up, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2, I guess? So is that 10? In either case, I think I can simplify this a little bit. So let's see. A block here has 6 different faces that we need to keep track of where the Christmas lights are being placed. Christmas lights are not going to work quite like vines. You won't be able to bone meal them to get well lights. So there's 6 faces to keep track of, and I ultimately want 16 colors. And also I want them to be able to be powered with redstone and light up. So they're going to work kind of like lava lamps in that regard. Which means there's going to be a lot of different varieties of lights. Oh dear. Well, this will be interesting. Okay, holiday cheer, here we come. Step 1, register some classes and register a block, initialize, yada yada programming stuff. Step 2, all the work has already been done with colorful blocks, so copy and paste and just change some names. Christmas lights name. That should be okay. I don't see how this could possibly cause issues. And now we get to the weird stuff, but thankfully, vines are already a thing. So, select, copy, and paste. Right, we don't want it to be sheared. We don't want it to be a ladder. This isn't something you can climb. We're not going to shear it. I don't think this is number of grown faces. What? What does this even do? I don't think this is necessary. Bye. Okay, we want a case for down. And actually, hold on. How is this even defined? Let's go up here. Ugh, the booleans? Seriously? Let's change that. This should be a directional block. Have we done directional blocks yet? Yeah, logs. How do we do it here? Whatever it is, I'm going to copy and paste it. The best way to program is copy and paste. Because all the work has already been done. In fact, that's the whole point of methods. The whole point of methods is so that you can literally just copy and paste. It's just advanced version. Okay, this is getting complicated. So I now have 6 different direction blocks, but different direction properties for down, up, and all the 4 directions. Except the thing is, I'm checking the different ways to actually make it so the Christmas lights display properly. And yeah, directions looking already complicated enough. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually make different classes for all the different colors. So it's gonna be like Christmas lights white, Christmas lights orange. Those are all just gonna be different colors. And since they're all gonna be different colors, I think we can actually, I think what we can do is we can actually keep track of whether or not they're powered using using one of these different types of blocks. Like have it as an extra property. So instead of checking out the different colors, I think we could just consider the different directions and whether it's powered. What that means is that we can get rid of the item block and the interface doohickey thingy, because that's only a thing for colorful blocks, because different colorful blocks involve different items. This won't. So yeah. Bye-bye. The reason I was looking at that with concern is because of this get state from meta and get meta from state. So the thing is, well, all the different directions and colors and things like that are number coded. So like white is 0 and black is 15 and yellow is 4 and that kind of stuff. The issue is direction is already taking up some of these meta values. And keeping track of what's color and what's direction is going to just be messy. So instead of that, we're just not going to deal with it. We're going to handle this the same way that we handle logs. And which means instead of direction, we can have this be a property bool. So I'll have to look up how to deal with booleans. And we'll make that powered like this. Yeah, I think this will be a good idea. Okay, so at least we can place it here. That's good. Can we place it on the ceiling? Yes, we can. Can we place it on the floor? Yes, we can. Okay, can I stand inside it? Yes, I can. Can I slip past it? Yes, I can. Okay. And is it a... Okay. Is it something I can climb up for some stupid reason? No. Okay. Good. Okay. So it seems everything is working. I think. Yeah, it's all working. I can slide under it. I can bump my head against it. It doesn't really have any... It doesn't really have like a bounding box per se. Like, okay, is this the bounding box? No. Is this? Okay. Ooh, I just broke the block. Did a Christmas light stay? Yes. Oh no. That's not supposed to happen. Let's see. And, oh, you can also replace Christmas lights directly. That's also not supposed to happen. And what if we powered this with, say, a redstone block? Does that break anything? Or even better, what if we put the Christmas lights directly on the redstone block? Okay, well, at least we can do that. Can we place these Christmas lights? Okay, we can't place Christmas lights on glass. We can only place them on solid blocks. Okay, I am okay with that. Interesting. So it seems to have picked a... So it's like it just picks a valid side if the... Like, if you're trying to place it on a transparent block, it won't let you, but it's like, if I break this block, suddenly it sticks to the side. Okay, things get even more interesting when I open the F3 menu. So apparently, it thinks that the Christmas lights are always being powered, and also it's always the down direction. Oh, I see what's going on here. Possibly. Okay, so it always thinks it's at the down direction. I think I might be able to put some more code in, like make it look like logs, so that way it's in the direction that it's placed. Yeah, that's an issue. Powered false, so it doesn't recognize that there's a redstone power source here. What if I did this instead? Okay. Nope, still not powered. Okay. What does it take to power these things? That's odd. Do I literally need a repeater powering the Christmas lights? Okay. Nope, it's just not going to be powered. Okay. Let's figure this out. This actually just made me realize something. Yeah, levers have the ability to show facing and powered at the same time. Not only does it have that ability, but it even has different... It can even place it different directions like this. Like up X versus up Z. Huh. Hold on. Is this up X different from this up X? No. Okay. And yeah. different states, and also can it can be placed downwards. Huh. Let's steal some code from the lever. Haha, yes, and they don't do something stupid like the redstone lamp where it's two different blocks when you power it. Awesome, they actually use the property bool thing. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so useful. What's this? I hate it when people do this. Like, what? Why? Why would you do that? It's so dumb. Okay. Let's see. Does this work? Nope. It's not visible. Lovely. What does this do? That? Really? That's what you're worried about? Come on. And why hide your variables like that? Seriously. Totally know what this does. I mean, it seems to do what we want. Like, when the block is placed, you check to see if it's powered, and you also check to see where it's facing. So you run some checks and blah 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 blah. Yeah, that, and whatever this does. Yep, totally get what that does. Just gonna copy and paste block lever. Nah, this is Christmas lights white dot direction type. Nothing to see here. Totally not plagiarism in the slightest. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna clean up these weird functions. And here's where all the heavy lifting is done for all the different ways to place a lever. And all this heavy lifting is going to be a hippity hoppity. That's called a copy and a paste, if I've ever seen one. So there's two puzzling things going on. First of all, notice how this thing has the slightest little bit of a black square attached to this cobblestone block? Yeah, whenever the base block breaks, it pops off as an item, but it doesn't actually get removed as a block. So that's concerning. And second of all, if we power it, it should produce some light, but it's not. Oh, now it is. Are they all producing light? Hold up. This is not supposed to happen. Okay, these Christmas lights are producing light properly. Okay, so at least that's good. You can flick it on and off. Should be producing more lights than that. Should be producing more than just one. What? 0? Why is it not producing any light? That's weird. Okay, this is a weird one. Check it out. I'm flicking this lever, and the Christmas lights over there, that purple and black square, is having its lights turned on. That is super weird. And I think the reason for that is because, well, in the lava lamps, we didn't have this problem. Like, you can have lava lamps powered independently, but that's because we used the this.set light level thing. So, except doing that required us to actually produce different versions of the same block. Actually, we just might be able to do this. I think we have to bite the bullet. I think we just have to create 32 new blocks instead of just 16. And since we have 2 different blocks, that means this is completely useless. So, bye. Which means a whole lot of the code that we were just working on is completely useless. And now comes probably my least favorite part of this entire modding process, and that is figuring out block states and models. So the vine has 2, 4, 6, a lot of item models. As you can probably see on this side here, yeah, this is a lot of different models. and I haven't the foggiest idea of why there are so many. Well, actually, I personally have an idea, because if we scroll all the way up to here, thank goodness I'm in. This is one of the few times I'm actually thankful I'm in 1.8, because there'd be a lot more to scroll through. So, if we look at the block state file for the vines, there's an awful lot, and that's entirely caused by the fact that like vines work kind of like fences, and that you have like east, north, south, and southwest and up are all like true or false things, which makes no sense. And because of that, you have all different kinds of models. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to make these textures for Christmas lights, and actually, this is a perfect chance to do something cool, because Christmas lights need to be kind of high res. Because I mean, if I tried to draw out some Christmas lights here. Yes, MS Paint is a bad tool for this, mostly because it can't handle transparency. Let's just move this over here, and you kind of see like, okay, Christmas lights. I want it to be a cord, so we kind of make it look like there's a cord wrapping around through here. This is what it looks like when I'm freestyle drawing. And then, now I don't really have space for lights. Now that is reasonable. So yeah, in terms of the block states for the lever, this is manageable. It's exactly the same model over and over, just basically repeating itself over and over. And yeah, I pretty much just copied and pasted that. And the model for a lever, so lever off versus lever on, honestly the only difference is just this angle value changing. But the key is that the model is the same. Like, this is a custom model. This is something I can generate with Blockbench. So yeah, no worries there whatsoever. We got this. We can do it. It is the next day, and check it out. Okay, I'm not going to try to sing that. Check it out. The new Christmas lights. Honestly, I don't like how these look. I'm probably going to change the textures. But yeah, they actually properly display. I now have items, so I can put up white Christmas lights wherever I want. In fact, let's brighten up the time a little bit. Right. So you can place these on the floor, on the walls, however you wish, in two different directions if you're placing it upwards or downwards. Yeah, you can even place it underneath here. Also, this problem was fixed. You break the support block, it'll pop off. Turns out, there's a material category in the programming of a block. I'm gonna try to show it to you. It's up right here. Material.circuits. That was the secret to make it all work. It's rather strange how material really does affect everything, and really does decide whether things work or not. But yeah, power it changed the texture, and also emits light. So yeah, Christmas lights work. Now we need this other 16 colors, the other 15 colors. And we should also maybe change the texture. All right, time to create. Now that the white Christmas lights work like they should, I think I'm now going to create. Well, the only thing that's broken about the white Christmas lights right now is that there's the black part on the texture, which is not supposed to show up. I have no idea what's causing that, and it's really frustrating. I think it's a transparency issue, but I think we can just look past it for now and create the other 15 different lights. The way we're going to do it is, well, I have 16 colors to make, and I don't want to be copying and pasting and just changing the colors. So I made a new Java class, so for now, this is just going to allow us to register all the textures. So we can literally just take this and we copy and then go over to our mod. and paste. Done. Yeah, I've already started on mod blocks, so yeah, now we have all the 32 different types of Christmas lights. So let's see, now we can go back into a playground, remove this, and start. And now we take this and we copy, and we do a paste. There we go. We now have about 28 errors. Well, we should have exactly 30 errors because these classes have not been defined. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't generalize to regular Christmas lights because otherwise you get null pointer exceptions because it's swapping back and forth between the powered and unpowered Christmas lights, which unfortunately, so the way the powered and unpowered Christmas lights work, these names I can change I can just insert a color and pass in a color or whatever. These names I can change to just be Christmas lights. That's not an issue. The issue is here. Here I have to refer directly to the actual block of the Christmas light. Like, I have to refer to the block that is white Christmas lights or red Christmas lights. I cannot just refer to here's Christmas lights, just make it white. Because the game doesn't know that the white Christmas lights and red Christmas lights are actually the same thing. It assumes that they are different blocks. And I've had to make that assumption because of the limit on 16 different modifiers to a single block. I'm already using up all those modifiers on direction and stuff. So, yeah, that's a real bummer. Which means I have to create 16 different versions of this exact same file over and over. I don't feel like doing that. We're going to have a different Java program do it for us. My goodness. That's going to be annoying, this indent here. But we'll make it through. We'll do this. This will probably be... See, this will probably be easier than just going through and doing a fill and replace, because if we decide to make any adjustments later, like if we decide to change the actual names or anything like that, we can just directly copy in that same line into this thing, and that way we can just that way we can basically just make modifications and then run this program and change all the colors all at once, if we need to. I hope we don't need to. We're down to using text files because the indenting in Eclipse, yeah, Eclipse tries to be as nice as possible and tries to be helpful, but I mean, sometimes it's just annoying, and this is exactly one of those cases. The indenting is incredibly annoying, hence why we're just going to be copying and pasting output.println parenthesis quote. And yep, we're just going to do this for a little while. And then we copy and paste it into Eclipse, and then close it up with quotes in parentheses, put slashes in the quotes like here, like these need to be slash quotes in order for everything to work. And then we run everything. Oh wait, we also got to change the colors. Crap. This just might actually take longer than actually going through and just copying the files and fill and replace. But whatever. I'm watching DocM77 right now, and I'm very much into his video right now. Watching YouTube is amazing when you're doing something extremely repetitive like this. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Now we're having code to write your code, which, I mean, if that's not meta enough, I don't know what is. Where that gets really cool is making block states and the block models and stuff like that, because, I mean, when you're copying and pasting the exact same thing 16 times, or maybe when we start making the periodic table 118 different times, I really don't want to copy and paste that. I don't want to copy and paste all this stuff. So instead, I have the program do it for me and just change the color. I already have the actual colors listed out in this list here. So yeah, if I just run it, it just created a whole bunch of files. And the way that it's done is it just directly places all the files into this folder that I specifically set up. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And now that we're complete with by far the quickest copy and paste job ever, it's time to run the game and see how it looks. And here is what our Christmas lights look like. So all 16 colors all lined up. They're kind of next to the lava lamps. And yeah, you can kind of see that the textures for the... You can kind of see that the different colors were pretty much entirely ripped off from the lava lamps. Like, this dark part for the yellow lava lamp is exactly the turned off Christmas lights here. I don't know. I figured the lava lamps looked okay, so the Christmas lights would look okay, and they definitely do. The orange is a little weird, and the orange and the pink are a little weird because it's like brighter neon colors when it's on, when it's off. So might want to swap those two textures around. But other than that, everything else looks pretty okay. And there we go. Christmas lights are now in the game. So yeah, you can just take them right out of here, pick whatever of the 16 colors you want, and just sprinkle them around, give some holiday cheer, power them with redstone to light them up, kind of like this, however you want, and there you go. So yeah, of course the Christmas lights do produce actual light, as we can see if we just switch it to night, like that. There we go. They produce a light level of 7. So if you want to stop mobs from spawning, you're going to want to cover the entire floor with Christmas lights. And honestly, that's not... I mean, if I had to do that in my Minecraft house, I would not complain in the slightest. I absolutely love Christmas lights. There we go. That looks like a string of lights now. And from far off, yep, string of Christmas lights. Looks pretty cool. Alright. That's not good. Okay, good. These update. At least they update. That's good. They don't duplicate for some weird reason. Okay. I think it's time that we... Oh. And we just saw there, the Christmas lights have a random chance of dropping as hopelessly tangled Christmas lights, which are completely useless. You can't do anything with these. So, yeah, these are now pink Christmas lights that are hopelessly tangled, and you can't do anything about it. So, yeah, it's a 20% chance that when Christmas lights drop, they drop that color. Yeah, you get it. So, yeah, there you go. Hopelessly tangled Christmas lights. I think we should find a village and bring it some festive cheer. Alright, I decorated this village and gave it a little Christmas light display. So we added some lights around the well, we added some lights around the farm, got some lights around the blacksmith. There's not really much in the blacksmith. Got some stripes on the house, got some stripes down here near the doors, and I also decided to rig up some animated lights. So yeah, we have a dancing tree that's just waving back and forth. The way I'm doing them is I have a simple little hopper circuit here that kind of ping-pongs back and forth between these command blocks, and the command blocks are cloning structures from over here. And I think that's gonna do it for me this episode. So yeah, this episode I kind of broke the rule of adding one thing, but I mean, the first thing that I added, which was explosive hammers, right here, it's so small that, yeah, it was super easy to make. Christmas lights, however, we finally brought some holiday cheer to the mod. So, yeah, I know this is being uploaded in January, but I mean, it's Christmas season. January's a long month. We need some festive cheer. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know. And I'll see you next time.